Welcome to Flow of Miracles Next Step reading. We'll be checking out what energy is available for us to work with in November. And of course, I'll give you 3 choices to see what your next best step would be. Simply tune in and feel if left, right, or middle is the choice for you this month. So let's get started by using the Thoth Tarot and Flow of Miracles 100% Positivity Oracle. The month's energy is the Hermit. The Hermit is a major arcana, so choices we make this month of November in 2021 will be also influencing other months in our lives. So a hermit is not really strange now in fall time because automatically after the exuberance of the summer, there's a feeling of turning inside, of staying home and being with yourself. So this is the energy of this month already because of the weather. At least here in Holland where it's raining a lot. But it's also a phase of life that's very important to take that step and to search within and to answer questions like, am I still doing what I need to be doing? Am I building the life I want, or am I just going through the motions? And the Hermit is a time of contemplation, of studying. So if there's any type of course or certification or books that you felt drawn to in this month of November, really go for them. This is really for your next step to really start to learn and understand new teachings. The Hermit is also a guide, so this month you might meet people who are willing to help you, show you the way, who are further along the path and can guide you. Especially in the Thoth Tarot, you can see that the lantern of the Hermit is the central, most obvious symbolism. It's to really stay connected to the light, really stay connected to being guided and being in connection with your highest good, your highest self, and to surrender to your version of higher good, be it God, spirit, the universe, whatever you're comfortable with, and to really understand that that is what is needed right now. So it's not a month of action, it's more a month of contemplation, of knowledge, of finding out what works for you. That doesn't mean that you won't do things. It means that it's vital now to invest in preparation time, in feedback, in actually evaluation after we've done certain things. So you can move forward in a better and healthier and happier way. So besides the Hermit, the surrounding healing energy that is there is meditation. So a double whammy to go inside. If you have trouble meditating, don't despair. You can check out Meditation Demystified on my Instagram, where I talk about some common meditation mishaps and I give some tips on how to meditate better. Or you can even meditate with me here on YouTube, the new meditation manifestation series to help manifest certain types of energies in your life. So really important to take a step back. Life is busy. It's rare that we take the time to really turn inside. But if you want to make changes in your life, you need to start from the inside out. That's what all the sages have said through the years. That's what all the teachers are saying. And that's what I'm telling you too. So that is vital to do that. So this month, really the do's are do meditate, do take time for yourself, do check out feedback forms, quizzes, teachings, anything that helps you to really see what you're doing and why, and to really make space for that. Even though life is busy and lots of things need to be done, it doesn't only mean that it needs to be done. What's also important is how we do it. Are you doing it in a healthy and loving and energetic and vibrant and happy way, or just crossing things off the list? Now is the time to really understand what you're doing it for. So beautiful energy, and I hope you enjoy. And now, of course, it's time to see what specifically you can do for your next best step, which means I'll be shuffling, and you go to description and pick what you need, left, right, or middle. And welcome people who picked the left path. Your next big step is Four of Cups, luxury reversed, and growing. So immediately it's very important for your next best step to start scratching things off, to start reducing and cutting in your life. So when Four of Cups luxury is upright, this is where we enjoy the overflow that we're having and can really enjoy having abundance of time, of energy, of emotion. But when it's reversed, it's like we're emptying out and we are overburdened and we are just being swallowed whole because of all these things we need to do, all the things we're feeling. So it is time to cut things out. This is a really important part of growing and growing energy, and that is one thing that we don't really do much in our society. Growing just means growing bigger, doing more, having more. But now you see a huge part of society saying, if we just do that, we only have one earth, we're just going to swallow it up, we'll have trouble. So people are saying what is also necessary is to keep things simple, to simplify your life, to cut things out, to go back to basics. And I'm really happy to see that, because as a gardener, it's very normal that you need to cut your plants to be able to have them grow much better the next year. So if you have things that have been bothering you, that you've noticed that don't work for you anymore, if you have people in your life that really overburden you with all the stress and the drama, now is the time to cut back. Now here in November, especially with the Hermit, turn inside, see what's really still valuable to you. And it doesn't mean that a person is not valuable. No, it's if it's valuable to you. If a friendship is no longer valuable to you, if the stuff you're keeping in your house is no longer valuable to you, if things don't work anymore, cut them back. And don't be afraid of the space that makes and the feeling of emptiness you might notice, because if you want to grow, there needs to be space. If you have still all the people in your life you ever met, there's no space for new people. If you still have all your clothes that you ever worn from your baby time till now, there would be no space in your closet. So it's time to let go of things. And yes, there needs to be a period of mourning in that and understanding that it's hard to do that, but you need to do it. And the more you do it, and the less overburdened you feel, and the happier you start to be, and the more you feel like you're in charge of your life instead of your life being in charge of you, the better it's going to be. So this is really vital to start doing. If there's been any stuff that you haven't done, truly do understand that if you are delaying things that are maybe not that important, but still unfinished, this is costing you energy. Unfinished business costs us energy. Part of us, a part of our energy, a part of our mental energy, because we think about it, a part of our emotional energy, that is connected to everything we put on our to-do list, to everything that we feel connected to. So any unfinished business that you have laying around, really start pushing through to do it right now. And that means that you either finish it, or you ask for help and support to finish it, or you pay somebody else to finish it, or you choose to really let it go and say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. This is really vital for your next step, to do these kind of things. So that means that it's really not the time to start any big new projects. It's because it's just distracting us from what is going on and what you need to focus on. So it's really vital that you actually move by creating space in your now. Also excellent if there's any old energy that's bad for you, trauma that you haven't healed. Do it now. Understand that you've grown much stronger. You're capable of clearing it out. Clear it out. Cleanse your house, cleanse your energy. Take some time to swim, stand on the shower, just do something with water this month to really tune in to what you need to let go of and release. And then you will start having the luxury of time, the luxury of space, the luxury of well-being, and that will prepare you for what you need to do. So enjoy this time of release, enjoy this time of cutting back. Also be mindful of any morning emotions that can come up, and just sit with yourself gently and take care of yourself. And this is really the best next step for you. So good luck in November doing that. If you need any support, don't hesitate to reach out to me. So, welcome people who picked the right path, the right choice. Let's see what energy is available to you for your next step. And it's the universe reversed and centered. So really double whammy, 2 major arcana. Very important month for you if you wanted to be on your soul path, on your golden path, on the best direction available to you. So since it's a reversal, it means it's not the easiest maybe to connect to the energy of the universe. But any reversal can be changed if we choose to lean into this energy. We choose to lean into what's happening and what's available to us. So in essence, you can see that it's really important this month to center yourself. So that means any grounding work, any basics are super important this month. Especially with the Hermit there, it means that if you get distracted, if you go to your outer world too much, if you do too much things, you will not be happy. You will not be happy with results, you will not be happy with what's happening, and you will not be in a type of energy rhythm that's good for you. So really center yourself. And when we're centered and grounded and really balanced within ourselves, it doesn't matter how much it storms in our outer world. It doesn't matter how much shit is going on, who gets sick, who has trouble, if you get fired. It doesn't matter. Because when we're strong within ourselves, we know nothing is the end. We know that we are, as the universe card shows, dancing in life with all the changes, and the world is ours. But when we're not sufficiently grounded, when we don't know what we're doing and why, when we haven't listened to our hermit, everything feels like a disaster. Even small little tasks feel like a disaster. And we're not able to do well with stress, we're not able to do well with unexpected changes, and we just go crazy. That is not a good place to be. So definitely this month do grounding exercises. If you already see that your planner is full with social engagements or other things, really sit down and really check if you're choosing what's important to you. Really check if it feels like this is, not the world ending, if you say no to people, and to see what you're really building now. Are you being just moved around by what other people want, or are you making choices for yourself? And that is really vital in your next step, to start making choices for yourself, to start becoming in charge. And in charge doesn't mean in control. In control means that you're doing what you're doing and you're just keeping your eyes closed to whatever is happening, to whatever the spirit is saying, to whatever lessons you're learning. Being in charge means that you are an active participant in your life. You wake up, you know what you want to do, you know what your goals are, and you stay in contact with spirit to actually notice if that is the right time or not, if you need to be more patient, or if you need to go for it. And you'll notice so much if you stay in that flow, if you stay in that space. And the universe is here for you, and it's here to rock your world in the most positive way ever. But you need to lean into it. You need to believe that positive forces are able to help you reach beyond your wildest dreams, give you everything you need and more, and to actually actively go into that. So this is also a very good time to do any type of manifestation if you're able to lean into it. And if you have problems with that, do affirmations, clean out old behaviors or old thought patterns that no longer work for you, and start seeing yourself as the dancer. Start seeing yourself as the person that is co-creating and enjoying everything that's there. So there's really so much opportunity to live in a better way if you allow yourself to do that. So check your planner, see if your planner reflects the life you want to lead, or if it reflects what other people want, and start making the changes that you need. Really, this is a month to make the changes that you need. Plan time for yourself, plan time for your introspection, and really look where you have been denying yourself the world, where you have been saying no to things that you need to say yes to, and where you have been thinking that you're small when you're not. So it's vital that you make these changes, because they will really rock your world. This is really something that you're going to continue carrying on with you for even longer if you allow yourself to do that. So definitely a beautiful energy to work with, even though it's a little blocked. Really learn to lean into that and have that. So if any big negative changes happen to you this month, it is so tempting to throw a huge tantrum and to complain, and maybe even leave me a comment and say, like, look, you said it was gonna rock my world, but it's just so bad. This is not what you're supposed to manifest. It's not what your next step is supposed to be. If something goes wrong, there's a reason that something goes wrong. It's really important to check out what that is and how that can be turned around, and if there's not a better lesson in there. But we need to own up to where we're sabotaging. We need to own up to where we're not listening. We need to own up to where we're making ourselves small. We're not showing up. We're not being there. So really, besides the Hermit being there, there's a huge manifestation energy. There's a huge ability to go and conquer the world. So this is where you make big plans and where you push yourself to actually go for it. If you need an accountability buddy, grab one and say, look, I know I need to do this, and I might, just don't dare to go for it. I just have somebody in your corner as a cheerleader and help keep you accountable. And you will say that you can create miracles this month, and really do it, because the world needs more miracles. Just look at the news. So really this month, do the work. Dance with the world. Show up. And work on any type of negative and sabotaging behavior that you have. Don't use the Hermit energy to hide away. The Hermit is not about hiding away. Even when we have these stories about these hermits in caves They're not in caves because they don't like the rest of us. They're in caves because they're doing important work, inner important work. So a lot of people say, I'm a hermit, and then they just mean, I don't want to deal with you. But that's not what it's about. So it's very important to check yourself if you're doing that. Don't allow this hermit energy to keep you from the world that is yours. So the world's your oyster. Enjoy your month, and I hope to see you next month. Don't forget to subscribe. So welcome people who picked the middle path. I am still shuffling the cards and these ones as well. So let's see what's available for your next step, and it's the Knight of Swords and successful. Lovely energy. So combined with the energy of the Hermit for your next step, it's really important to take a look at your thoughts. The Knight of Swords is mental part of our lives. It's what we're thinking and how we're communicating it. So as you can see, this Knight is going all in. He's just going all in with two weapons. Let's show it a little. And he just lets that energy that's near him just propel him forward with force. So this is a good month to actually see where you're holding yourself back, where you have negative thoughts, and to really embrace this gung-ho attitude of the Knight. You might also meet people who have this kind of attitude, and instead of being, a little annoyed, that they're being forceful or that they're being very enthusiastic, just understand that that is also a part of us that might somehow railroad other people when we don't mean to, but also to really show what we're passionate about, to really show that we're willing to go for it. And that's wonderful. So when you're taking the time to contemplate, really see what kind of causes can you commit to? What are you communicating? Are you communicating like a Knight of Swords saying, yes, I want this? Or are you saying, well, it would be nice if, or I don't really think it's happening, but if it is, really embrace this energy. Really go, yes, 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 yes. And here you say that and show your enthusiasm for things. You will be able to inspire more people. You'll be able to motivate more people. And you'll be able to motivate yourself. And it's so important we do that, because learning to motivate yourself is one of the most important things if you want to get things done. Because we all wake up thinking, well, wouldn't mind staying in bed a little longer. We all go and think, oh, well, I would love to spend some more time on my hobby. Almost nobody is go like, yes, let's do work today. Only when the work we're doing feels valuable to us, back to the Hermit, and only when we are actually enthusiastic about it. And even if you have the best job in the world, there will be some stuff that you don't like about it. Even if you know you're moving forward on your spiritual journey, moving forward, getting more money, better health, loving relationships, even when you're on that path, there will be times when you feel like, I've done so much already. Do I really need to focus on this lesson? Do I really need to confront this about myself? Yes, yes you do. We're here on earth to learn. And the lesson of the Knight of Swords is one of self-motivation, and is one of going fully and going all in. And this is really sometimes something that we need to understand and need to go for. So really watch this month what you're saying and how you're saying it. And if you actually communicate your enthusiasm, if you have it, And if you have nothing to be enthusiastic about, it's time to make changes. The Hermit is on your side. He's going to guide you to some things that you enthusiastically can say yes to. And then have that energy of motivation, enthusiasm, passion, joy, inspiration, and just, have a great life. We cannot have a great life if we're always on the sidelines. So Knight of Swords really also asks you to take risks, to negotiate with other people, to ask for what you want. He's just a knight. He needs some backup from the king and the queen, and he needs to be able to go for his cause and to do what he needs to in the pursuit of his cause, while also having the support he needs. So ask for support, and Knight has no problem asking their liege for, armor, a horse, food. So ask, and go for it. And yeah, maybe you're gonna fall down, and maybe things is not gonna work like you would like it, but that is how we learn. So really move forward in a way that is right for you, with this passion and enthusiasm. Really learn to ask, learn to show your enthusiasm, show up, and you will see that a lot of things will start changing your life. Your life is going to be a lot less boring. It's going to be a lot easier to see where like-minded people are if you're able to speak up and to really move in a way that is right for you. Do get some extra support. You're just a knight. We do need extra support in that. And to understand that not everybody is going to like these kind of things. Not everybody welcomes changes. Not everybody is happy when people stand up and speak. So a little pushback, or sometimes a lot of pushback, is natural. Don't suddenly start hating everybody or only the people who are giving you negative pushback. Just understand that maybe it's not their cup of tea, and that's okay. When somebody has a cause that they are really connected with and that they really feel that is important, they also need to understand that that's important to them. So this month, really show up, communicate very clearly, find your enthusiasm, and you will see tremendous success. So this energy of successfulness will really follow you when you do that. So enjoy November, and I hope to see you next month. Don't forget to subscribe.